Hey, what's up guys? This is PokerXpress, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos on a daily basis.
Enos starts the next hand with Queen 10 on the button and limps. And I was going to say, let me guess, here comes the min raise from Joey, absolutely.
It has been the standard. Enos is going to limp, Joey's going to raise, Enos is going to call. So Enos kind of in pot control mode here.
And here comes the flop. It is 10, King, 8 with 2 spades.
And this flop could be action, Chris. Enos flops a pair of 10s. Joey's got the nut flush draw and a pair of 8s.
Joey bets 175K. Comes the call from Enos as this pot now balloons to 660,000.
Surprised Enos didn't raise there. Defend against the flush draw. If you have a pair, heads up. A lot of times that's gold.
And the turn comes in for Joey. It's a 5 of spades.
Joey with the stone cold nuts right now.
$230K is the bet from Joey with his nut flush.
And unfortunately for Enos, Chris, he has just enough of this to stay in there.
Oh, boy.
He makes the call.
For Enos' sake, I hope there's one more spade that comes on the river. Otherwise, Enos might give him more chips. The river is a 3.
And Enos, with his pair of 10s, is dead. Joey trying to get some more value out of this.
600.
And that's a good bet. 1.2 in the pot. He fires 600 at it. A half pot bet.
Boy, I don't know how Enos feels about second pair now.
Again, this is where being the aggressor is a good thing in poker. It will get you paid when you have these kind of hands.
Ooh, Enos makes the call.
Joey shows the nuts and is going to scoop a huge pot.
Oh.
And he's going to raise it up, makes it 130,000. And now over to Jake with the working man's hand, 9-5.
Whenever Greg gets involved in a pot, he always puts the Fossil Man glasses on, and I asked him if those are the original Fossil Man glasses from the World Series of Poker. He said they weren't. And I said, what happened to the original pair? And he said, my wife threw them in the garbage.
Women.
That story's not true. I just totally made it up.
Oh.
But it was convincing, wasn't it?
I stand by my comment.
Thank you very much. I am an Oscar nominee. The flop is 5, Jack 10, Rainbow.
Well, Greg picks up a gut shot straight draw. Jake has outflopped him, though. He pairs his 5.
Action is on, Mr. Raymer. No, really what happened was he sold the glasses to a Chinese investor. Nope, that didn't happen.
Wow, I got to stop believing you. I actually believe that. Looks like Greg is stacking some chips, and he has made a bet. It's 160,000.
Actually, what happened to the glasses, they are on display right now at the Smithsonian. Now, that's not true either.
You're pretty good at lying.
He did inform me they are not the original Fossil Man glasses that he had at the table. He wouldn't tell me what happened to the originals, though.
I'm sure he owns several pairs.
And here comes the turn. It is an 8.
Well, look at this.
Jacob's got himself an up and down straight draw. Greg Raymer has a double belly buster. He would need a king or a 9 to make his straight. They both check. And here comes the river. Jacob made his straight. And Greg is going to check. And so it looks like Jacob's ready to make a bet here on the river.
Trying to get some value out of that straight. I don't see Greg paying him off here. Let's see what kind of bet he puts out.
Looks like 375,000 is the bet. Over to Greg.
Greg sitting on just ace high. Tosses out a chip, which designates a call, but then looks like he's trying to fold. But I'm sorry, Mr. Raymer, you've already thrown out the chip. That's an official call.
And one chip is all you need to make the call. And I don't know if Greg got the information he was looking for, but he saw that Jacob had the best hand. More poker.
This time he's going to open it up for a raise with 3 deuce and the button. Over to Matt Hennig now, the chip leader. He's got Queen Jack suited. Probably not going to go anywhere. He makes the call. And back to Dale. He's going to get out of the way.
And now Zal and Matt are going to battle in this hand, and hopefully Zal's going to use some of that aggression that he feels so comfortable using against Dale against Matt.
The flop brings ace for Jack Rainbow, so Zal has hit a straight draw, but Matt has connected his Jack. Maybe that ace will slow both these players down a little bit.
Zal's going to bet and represent this ace, hopefully to Matt, but he also has a gut shot just in case Matt does come along.
And Matt does indeed come along. He makes the call with second pair. The turn is a king of spades. No help to Zal. Matt still has the best hand, and he's going to check it over. And a second barrel comes out of Zal's stack, this time for $75,000.
Matt has turned a backdoor flush draw and a straight draw to go with it, so now he's going to definitely call another barrel.
Matt continues to check call onto the river. It is a deuce of spades. So that gives Zal bottom pair. Matt has the winning hand here.
235.
And this time he's not checking. He is going to lead out. Makes it $235,000, and that is just an uncallable bet.
Flush.
I'm wrong again. He does make the call with a pair of ducks. Maria, help me out here. Why do you look a guy up in this situation?
I'm actually shocked that Zal made that call. He really can't beat anything. Most of the draws on the turn got there if Matt wasn't already there to begin with. I don't really see that this is a spot Matt would be bluffing very often. He can't represent a whole lot.
If you enjoy our videos and would like to see more, make sure to check out the links in the description. Also, make sure to comment below what you would like to see next, and we will work on your ideas as soon as possible.
He's been riding the roller coaster tonight.
He has. He decides to defend with the questionable hand 6-4, but he does have position on Brandon.
We got to remind him we're not playing blackjack here. We're not trying to get a double down. We're playing no limit hold'em. We go to the flop. It's 5 trade
Wow,
deuce.
what a flop! Rex flops the absolute mortal nuts.
Unbelievable. 5 trade deuce. It's a straight. Brandon's going to check to Rex.
Really surprised Brandon checked that flop.
Rex is thinking, finally my luck is changing. Now the board pairs, the deuce of hearts.
Well, I think Brandon's going to have to swing at this. If I'm him, you know, it just feels like I might have the best hand here. Or maybe I could bluff Rex off of his hand, but we know differently.
So it goes check, and then Rex bets $300,000. Now Brandon quickly makes the call. Boy, a king or queen here on the river would be terrible, yeah, for Brandon. But it's the 6 of hearts that should save him a little bit of money.
Yeah, 4 cards to a straight on the board. Very hard for Brandon to think he has the best hand anymore.
Rex is going to bet $720,000.
Brandon's trying to decide whether he wants to make this what would be, I think, a super hero call, not a normal hero call, and it's actually a bad one.
Pot of over 2.4 million chips.
And he calls.
And Brandon is going to make the call, ladies and gentlemen. A rare misstep for him down the stretch here. He doesn't like it at all.
I'm talking about the action here at the table. Blinds 25 and 50 with a 5K. Nick Schwarman going to raise to 110,000.
Yep.
Ben now wakes up with an ace, 60,000 to make the call. I suspect he'll be raising. We'll see. No, he's just going to make the call.
Yeah, well, that's his pattern. You know, Ben likes it when he has a reasonable hand to let his opponent go ahead and lead.
The flop is 2 10s and a 6.
I expect Ben to stick here and call. Stick and call. You know, in boxing, it's stick and move. In poker, it's stick and call.
Yeah, when I think of sticky, I think of Ben Scroggins. Let's go to that turn card. And it's the ace of hearts.
Well, yeah, now Ben pairs his ace, so he gets rewarded for his stickiness, even though he was already in front. But now this is going to give him more security. And look, he checks it back. His hand even improves. He's going to try and elicit a bluff from his opponent on the river.
And the river card is the king of clubs. Nick's going to check.
Yep. He didn't fall for it. So now Ben probably going to look to seek for value here. Make a small value bet, trying to get value from a king, perhaps a middle pair, like 7s or 8s, or maybe a 6.
The bet is $325,000.
And I'm not sure what Nick is thinking here. Is he really thinking about hero calling with queen high?
I might click hero on you here.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
Got anything?
So what's going through Nick's head now is, what hands do I beat? I beat hands like 4-5 of hearts, 8-7 of hearts, Jack-9 of hearts.
I'm super light. It'd be a super light call.
He's thinking of all the hands he beats.
Problem is, you keep making so many hands.
The reason he's leaning this way is because if he makes a hero call here and is right, he could turn this tournament on its end.
Will Nick make this call? As we can see, because of the hole cards, it wouldn't be the right call. He's really thinking about it here.
He really is. He's been battling Ben all day. Now he's battling his inner demons.
You know, like 9-7, dude.
See, 9-7. He's looking at all the hands that he can possibly beat to justify a call here. What's he going to do?
Well, it's 325,000. He's going to put it in the middle, and he's going to see the bad news.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, this one's not going to win it. It's so sick how you keep making these pairs and making these bet sizing.
325 was the bet, 325,000.